What's up, guys? We're going to do the Cascabella pepper. Now, I don't know how hot this is. This thing could be really hot. After the experience I had with the Trinidad Scorpion sweet pepper, I'm very cautious right now as to what I actually eat, chew, and swallow, because that experience was absolutely terrifying, and it's just really put me off. All right, I haven't even made videos for a couple days, because when you come that close to death, it's very unnerving. And it wasn't like I intended to do that. It was almost like somebody played a dirty joke on me. So I'm a little cautious on these hot peppers right now because of that experience. I could still feel the heat in my throat 2 days later from that video, from trying to do that video. The burn was that intense. That's how intense the burn was from that pepper. Okay, so I'm a little cautious. I'm going to take a little bite on this one. We'll see what it is. If it's not too bad, I'll keep going. All right, so let's do it. A little bit of heat. It seems mild right now. I let the heat build in my mouth for a little bit. If it starts to get too intense in and around my mouth and my tongue, I need to spit everything out. I don't want to go through that windpipe closing effect. I'm just terrified of that experience. Totally terrified of it now. I'm like gun shy with hot peppers. That's how bad of an experience that was. So I'm a little scared. I'm just taking it with caution. Heat hits the tip of the tongue. Very tip, that's it. Everything else is gorgeous. It's no heat anywhere. Very tip of your tongue is on fire. Not a lot, but enough. I'll give you a taste. I'll tell you what it tastes like in a minute. Just want to describe this heat. Hits the tongue very quickly, came on. It kind of peaked already, and it's kind of moving down already very quickly. I would say heat-wise, probably about 500 on the heat range for me, my scale, my way of judging the Scoville scale. Probably somewhere around 500. Not too bad. It's doable easy. Nowhere near as, not even close to a jalapeno. Not even close. So that's why I'm saying 500. It might be like 1,000 to some people. After going through that experience with that sweet Trinidad Scorpion, I would probably say, you know, my heat level just rose. This could be a 10,000 for all I know at this point, you know. That just raised my heat level, raised the bar up quite high. Other than being afraid to eat anything hot anymore, I would definitely say this is definitely not too much more than 500. But somewhere to heat is somewhere around there. Let me just taste it again. See, my first reaction is to cough, because that's kind of what happened when I ate that thing. Immediately my body wanted to get it out, and I coughed, and all my air was out of my lungs. It's got like a very tangy taste to it. Probably not the first thing a lot of people would like, but some people like that real tangy flavor. This would probably be a nice pepper for you. It's got a real tangy flavor. Now that I came up more to the seeds, the heat's building. I'm working its way back to the tongue a little bit. It's encompassing more of the tongue rather than just the tip. Just letting the heat work itself around. Not too scary, but again, I told you I'm gun shy now to eat anything hot right now. My body might react to it the same way just because of what it did the first time. So I'm just being very cautious. Don't want to choke again. The heat now moved from the tip of the tongue, more of like 3/4 of the tongue now. Don't really feel much around the top of the mouth. A little, very slightly. Nothing in the throat. It's all tongue burn. We continue with the taste. It's got that tangy flavor. Hard to describe. Not much sweetness, maybe 10% sweetness. Hard to find the sweetness. Kind of hard to find the sweet spot. There is some kind of sweetness on it, a little bit. It's mostly tangy. It's very citrusy-like. It's very pleasant tasting. You could use this in your pickling. This would be a nice pepper to drop into your pickling for, you know, your pickling look and the presentation, whatever you want to call it. It'd be a nice look for your pickles and your jars, your display. You put them out and you got all your herbs and your little things inside your pickling jar. That'd be a nice one to put in there. Outside of that, it's not a bad pepper. I would definitely go with it again. I mean, I didn't order this pepper. They packaged the wrong seeds in the Cascabella pepper. They thought it was a Cascabella. They thought it was a Cascabel pepper instead of them putting Cascabella pepper seeds inside the Cascabella pepper package, they put Cascabella seeds in the Cascabel package. So I want to make sure I'm clear on that mistake. So that way, if Trade Wind Fruits does view this video or somebody else sees the video, they'll know that probably stay away from that seed package from them. Maybe for a while, I've emailed them. They never contacted me back. Just totally disregarded my email. I didn't personally like that or appreciate that, but that's what they did. Does it mean I'm never going to buy from them again? No, I'll still buy from them. But I most certainly won't be ordering any Cascabella pepper seed from them because I don't know if they corrected the problem. They're ignoring my emails. They're just simply don't want to respond in any way. They don't want to take responsibility for what they did. I don't know how to deal with that. I don't know if I want to do business with them or not anymore. This year, or at the end of next year, I'm going to be spending another $500 or $600 on seeds. I don't know if I want to go there and spend my money on their seeds with them, because I don't want to take a chance on getting other mistakes that they don't want to deal with. Baker Creek mailed out seeds that weren't true in nature for carrots or something. You know what Baker Creek did? Without me even knowing that was an issue, they sent me out a card with something like $8 or $10 credit. I'll do a video on Baker Creek and a card before. I got to do it soon because it expires. But they sent me out a card. That's how they dealt with it. You know, now they replaced the seeds plus some. Here's a couple extra packs of seeds for our mistake. We covered. That's what you want to deal with. I don't want to deal with companies that don't even return an email for me because they packaged the wrong stuff and go get lost. I don't like that attitude. I don't like it. You know, one day I'll be selling seeds, probably to all you guys on there, and I guarantee you I'm not going to do that. You have a problem with your seeds, I'm going to deal with you one-on-one all the way through until we get the problem solved and you got plants growing. These people, nah, they ain't got time for my little question. I didn't appreciate that. I don't know if they're a big company, small company, but that's what happened. They put the wrong seeds in the wrong package, and they don't even return your email to acknowledge the fact that there's a problem, and they don't care. That's the attitude that I got. They don't care. So if they don't care, I'm letting you guys know that do not order the Cascabel seeds, aka rattle chili seed from that company, because you're probably going to end up with the Cascabella instead of the Cascabel seeds, unless they recognize my email or they recognize it and they deal with it and they send letters out. We made a mistake. Here's the right seeds. If they do something like that, your video will be revised. But if not, the video stays. Sorry. You know, that's irresponsible. So as far as I'm concerned, that's not the way to handle it. All right, so it's not a bashing video, but the video is tied into that a little, and I definitely want my viewers to know that there's a problem with the Cascabel chili pepper, and you are not going to get it. You are going to get the Cascabella. I hope you enjoyed the video. You can join me on my other channel, which is Heirloom Reviews. That's my main channel. And that's it. That was your review from Heirloom's Review, and you have a good one.